Hello everyone, my name is Jean and I'd like to personally welcome you to Colosseum, the diverse and exciting channel focused on shifting the way you know and see the world. This is your one-stop shop for all your cultural, science, and history needs. Now, today we are going to be talking about African history, focusing on a queen of great power and importance, Sarraounia Mangou. Before we take on this journey, don't forget to follow us on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook at Creator Source Studios and at Culture Colosseum to get a first look at new and exciting content. Here you'll be able to interact with us, see our stories, see our posts. You'll be able to contact our members and really get to know us as a company. We look forward to seeing you there. Alright, let's jump into history. Before we begin, let's take a very brief look at the late 1800s, early 1900s in Africa. This was a time of French missionaries. They were traveling through Africa, progressively becoming more violent. So the Voulais-Chanois missions were some of the most violent and cruel of these. Two men, Paul Voulais and Julien Chanois, were the worst of this group. They were the leaders, and honestly, they were fine with burning villages, attacking women, pillaging, killing, everything like that. Soldiers from the group were actually so disgusted with things that were going on because a lot of them signed up just as missionaries. They didn't realize how bad it was going to get. So people were defecting left and right. They were writing home. They were writing to the king. They were writing... Not the king, he was dead at this point. They were writing to the government. They were writing to everybody, telling them about how horrible it was and how these two men needed to be stopped. That's how bad it got. Sarraounia was a powerful female chief of the Asna people. She was called the Panther Queen because she was born with bright yellow eyes. She became the chief at 20 years old after her father died, and she protected her people at all costs. She was said to have fought off and made peace with the Tuareg and Fulani people. And she was also said to possess mythical gifts and powers. Strange. Maybe they'll come into play in the lore. So the myth, with some truth, is that when the Voulais-Chanois missions came in and attacked Sarraouia's village, she was not very happy. And these French soldiers were met with such resistance and aggression like they have never seen before. This challenge to them was unprecedented throughout their campaigns. Until suddenly one day, after days and days of fighting, the battle suddenly stopped. And all the people from this village disappeared. Every animal, every person, every sense of life from this city vanished into thin air. After this sudden disappearance, Sarraounia and her people would return every night and attack this mission group. They would come darting out of the wilds, attacking every French soldier they could see, and then just disappear just as quickly as they had arrived. Strange. Magical, even. The morale of the French soldiers was decimated by this violence, and more deserted the group. Eventually, the group ended up blowing up in on itself. France received letters detailing the crimes, and the local governments in Africa shut down the group. Paul Voulais and Julien Chanois were actually assassinated by their own men at the end of all this. The men said, basically, you guys are not emphasizing what we thought we were getting into, and it's time to put an end to it. So we're killing you. So what is the truth behind this? Where does the truth lie? It's kind of hard to figure out. All of the evidence about this time and this history was recorded by the French. Voulais did not write a lot about the Asna. He just kind of recorded about Sarraounia and said that she was this mythical being who came in and out of the battle with magic and prowess, and that she controlled her will and her people with something he had never seen before. But as the story is told, Sarraounia spent all her days in her home after that and is never seen again. Instead, one night, the doors fling open and a panther bounds out, disappearing into the brush, and Sarraounia was never seen again. We don't know if that's the truth or not, but that's what was recorded. I'm just saying, it sounds like magic to me. Battle of Logao in 1899, this was the final battle. We know that for a fact. And we know that Sarraounia fought off the French invaders, raided them on a nightly basis, and used the environment to her advantage and to her people's advantage in order to hide the young and the vulnerable and attack with a vicious, quick, precise force. The legacy today, there's not too much recorded about this. Again, everything that was recorded was from Boulet, and he was killed and didn't record much. But we do know that in the 1980s, a novel was written about Sarraounia based on her life, and this was followed by a movie release in 1986 called Sarraounia, and it was released about her. It was written and directed by Med Hondo. So if you're interested in watching that, I'm sure you can find it online. There's lots of clips. A lot of the photos that are used in this video are from that movie or from drawings, things that we could find. But in 2011, a book project was started. Queen Sarraounia and the Civilizing Missions, Perspectives on the Politics of Memory. So really, we're still looking for information about this. A lot of people find it insanely curious, fascinating, that this bizarre, sort of mythical battle lasted for 3 months. And that there's not much recorded about it, but that people really do respect and know this history, know about this history. I just think it's curious. I really wish we knew more. I would love to dive more into this topic. I wish there were more records that we could read and decipher, just to really see what life was like in this village and what life was like at this time and how long the battles lasted, how they were fought. Honestly, I would like all the information, but unfortunately I don't have it. Thank you for watching. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed, and comment down below to tell me what weird or underrated story you would like to hear next. Subscribe for more content like this. Once again, I'm Jean. This is Culture Colosseum, and our question of the day is, if you could transform into any animal, as Sarraounia is believed to have turned into a panther, what animal would you choose? Comment down below or on our Instagram page. I look forward to hearing your results. Bye!